Vivek, I do want to ask about Nvidia as well, because we're seeing that stock recover to such an extent that now it's within spitting distance of its record high once again. Do you think it surpasses it? And what are sort of the catalysts you're looking for at this point for Nvidia to get there?
Sure. We have a $180 price target, so we definitely see upside to the stock. What I think is going to drive it is first and foremost, they had a few months in between where it was harder for them to ship a lot of their new racks, right? The new Blackwell and Blackwell Ultra racks. Now I think that logjam has been cleared up, so they are shipping them with very high intensity. Number two, I think people were concerned about what happens with restrictions in China, and now China is basically out of their model, right? In fact, if I look at the entire semiconductor industry, right, the names that we cover, Nvidia has the lowest exposure to China right now and is still able to put up, growth rates that are in excess of 40 to 50%. So I think as people start to realize that these concerns about the spending environment, about China restrictions are in the rear view mirror, I think there will be a lot more interest in going after this name. Because if you take a step back, look across the S&P 500, right? It's trading at 2 times earnings growth. If you look at the so-called Max 6 or Max 7 outside of Nvidia, they are trading at 2.5 to 3 times earnings growth. And you have Nvidia stock that is trading less than 1 times earnings growth. So we think it is, it is really a value stock at these levels, given the kind of growth opportunity, the kind of earnings leverage that they have in their model. And then finally, this opportunity is not just limited to what we see today, which is AI. In another few years, we will start to talk more about edge AI, about robotics, about autonomous cars, and the company's technology is very leverageable into a lot of these new markets as well.
The S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 indexes include the Magnificent Seven stocks: Apple, Amazon, Meta Platforms, Alphabet, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Tesla. These stocks have all produced impressive returns for their long-term investors, and their size, growth, and influence frequently drive market performance. However, after years of significant gains, the majority of the Magnificent Seven stocks are losing their luster. Apple remains heavily dependent on the iPhone, which is susceptible to supply chain constraints, high tariffs, and competition. Amazon is up against fierce competition from lower-priced international rivals. Alphabet's Google is under fire from antitrust authorities for failing to keep up with OpenAI's ChatGPT and other generative AI services. Microsoft may be on the verge of a messy split with OpenAI as the AI startup publicly defies its largest investor, and Elon Musk's polarizing behavior is probably turning away Tesla's potential buyers in the crowded EV market. While Meta and Nvidia have fewer short-term challenges than the other 5 stocks, Meta's growth may slow as the global economy cools off, and while Nvidia isn't immune to recessions and downturns, the secular expansion of its AI chip-making business may help offset much of that pressure. In the long run, I think Nvidia will continue to surpass Wall Street's expectations and outperform the other Magnificent Seven stocks. The biggest manufacturer of discrete GPUs worldwide is Nvidia. Although it designs its own chips, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing and other third-party foundries handle its manufacturing. By using that fabless architecture, Nvidia may avoid investing billions of dollars in developing the smallest, densest, and most power-efficient production nodes, or upgrading its own foundries. In the past, Nvidia's gaming GPUs, which can also be used to mine some cryptocurrencies, provided the majority of its earnings. However, fewer than 9% of its sales in the most recent quarter came from its gaming GPUs. Its data center GPUs, which include the current generation H100 and H200 chips, as well as the earlier A100 chips, accounted for an astounding 89%. In 2008, Nvidia introduced its first GPUs for data centers. GPUs employ vector processing to handle a wide variety of integers and floating point numbers at once, in contrast to traditional CPUs that use scalar processing, which only processes one piece of data at a time. Because of this, they are more suitable than standalone CPUs for handling challenging AI tasks. As the cloud and AI markets grew, Nvidia's sales of data center GPUs increased between 2016 and 2022. However, it wasn't until fiscal 2024 that they really took off, as OpenAI's introduction of ChatGPT in late 2022 set off a global competition for AI infrastructure. The growth engine's rate of expansion from fiscal 2022 to fiscal 2025, which concluded last January, is seen here. As the AI market continues to grow, Analysts predict that Nvidia's revenue and earnings per share will increase at compound annual growth rates of 30% and 28% respectively from fiscal 2025 to fiscal 2028. At 36 times expected profits, the stock still appears to be well valued in comparison to those projections. However, given that Nvidia has easily exceeded Wall Street's top and bottom line projections for 9 straight quarters, such predictions may be overly conservative. As the leading provider of the tools needed for the AI gold rush, Nvidia's earnings should continue to surpass analysts' projections. According to Tech Insights, Nvidia has over 98% of the data center GPU market. Its own Compute Unified Device Architecture (CUDA) programming platform keeps those clients locked in. So, what implications does this have for Nvidia's stock? Let's explore that. But first, a big thank you to those of you who've stuck with us this far. Creating these videos takes significant effort and dedication, so if you're enjoying the content, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts on Nvidia stock in the comments. Your support truly helps us grow. Now let's get back to the video. CUDA allows developers to design AI programs that are optimized for Nvidia's GPUs and run exclusively on their hardware. They must be rewritten in different frameworks if they wish to execute the same program on a different GPU. Its moat against AMD and other competitors is widened by such stickiness. The US export restrictions are stifling Nvidia's sales in China, but the company can readily counteract this impact with its higher chip sales in other areas. Additionally, IBM can continue to offer its Chinese clients less potent versions of its blockbuster chips, such as the modified H20 chip. To put it simply, Nvidia has several opportunities to continue expanding. Although it has already had a fantastic run over the last 10 years, it has a clear route to surpass both the market and its Magnificent Seven competitors. According to UBS, humanoid robots may propel the tech industry's 40% yearly growth rate through 2050, increasing demand for hardware and semiconductors. The global market for humanoid robots might reach 86 million units by 2050, up from 15,000 this year, according to UBS, which predicts that they will become a significant growth engine for the IT industry. The company cited the semiconductor industry as a major force behind its growth. According to UBS, the humanoid robot-related semiconductor market might grow from $21 million in 2025 to $177 billion by 2050, or around 28% of the current industry size. According to the analysis, which was published in UBS's most recent Q series, the intelligence and functioning of humanoids will be primarily powered by computers, sensors, analog chips, and memory. A high-end humanoid may carry roughly $1,400 worth of chips in 2025, rising to $2,000 by 2050, according to an estimated bill of materials created by UBS. This comprises a $500 central processing unit together with various storage, sensor, and motor control components. Chip makers positioned to profit from the trend were identified as Nvidia, Qualcomm, and Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing. Potential benefactors include hardware and component companies like Micron and Sony. Quanta Services is one of the players involved in assembly. According to UBS, the adoption of AI is speeding up, with humanoids perhaps taking the place of manual labor in industries including manufacturing, healthcare, and hospitality. An inflection might use AI to propel a tech product cycle driven by high computing requirements, according to UBS analysts led by Randy Abrams. One short-term trigger mentioned is Nvidia's impending Thor platform for humanoid processing. Advances in AI training and hardware rollouts may be viewed as indicators of progress by investors keeping an eye on the market. Leading semiconductor companies with an emphasis on AI, artificial intelligence, and cutting-edge chip technology are Intel and Nvidia. According to reports, Intel, the biggest semiconductor manufacturer in the world and the main supplier of microprocessors and chipsets, is progressively shifting away from the PC-centric industry and toward data-centric industries like artificial intelligence and driverless cars. The foundry operating model is a key component of the company's strategy and is designed to reshape operational dynamics and drive greater transparency, accountability, and focus on costs and efficiency. The creator of the Graphic Processing Unit, or GPU, and a global leader in visual computing technology is Nvidia. The company's emphasis has shifted over time from PC graphics to AI-based solutions that support gaming, virtual reality, VR, and high-performance computing, HPC platforms. To stay informed about the latest developments from Nvidia and the ever-changing stock market, consider subscribing to our investing tutorial channel. We provide daily updates on significant market shifts and key catalysts, so hit that subscribe button to ensure you never miss crucial information. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Nvidia stock, so please share your opinions in the comments below. Now let's dive into today's video. The success of Nvidia's GPUs can be ascribed to its parallel processing capabilities, which are crucial for deep learning algorithms and are backed by thousands of computing cores. The development of multi-billion-dollar end industries like robotics and self-driving cars is greatly aided by the company's GPU platforms. Both Intel and Nvidia are continuously expanding their semiconductor portfolios to strengthen their competitive edge in light of the increasing use of AI in PCs, smartphones, automobiles, and Internet of Things applications. To determine who is best positioned to benefit from the new market trends, let's take a close look at the company's competitive advantages and disadvantages. To expedite its IDM 2.0 integrated device manufacturing plan, Intel is spending to increase its manufacturing capacity. The business is taking a number of actions to strengthen its position in the vast AI industry. Large AI workloads in a variety of industries can be supported by its most recent Xeon 6 processors with performance cores, P-cores. The Xeon 6 family provides the greatest CPU for AI at a lower total cost of ownership, and it has industry-leading AI processing capabilities. Through cost reduction, performance enhancement, and the promotion of an open, scalable AI environment, Intel's cutting-edge AI solutions are expected to help the larger semiconductor ecosystem. The 5N4Y, 5 nodes in 4 years effort, which aims to restore transistor and power performance leadership by 2025, is still on pace. According to reports, Intel Xeon systems have raised the bar for 5G cloud-native core with significant gains in speed and power efficiency, more power-saving features, and software that is simple to install. In order to maximize and unleash proven power savings for a more sustainable future, this has sparked positive demand trends from independent software suppliers and major telecom equipment manufacturers. Nonetheless, a sizable portion of Intel's income comes from China. Beijing has stepped up its efforts to become self-sufficient in vital industries as Washington tightens curbs on high-tech exports to China. Due to possible market limits and heightened rivalry from local chip makers, this change presents Intel with two challenges. In comparison to competitors like Nvidia and AMD, the corporation is also trailing behind in the areas of GPU and AI. According to reports, top IT firms are accumulating Nvidia's GPUs to construct computer clusters for their AI research, which would result in exponential income growth. Nvidia's business is growing beyond cloud providers as it quickly gains traction in enterprise AI. Nvidia's AI systems are being integrated by major corporations in a variety of industries to improve decision-making, increase productivity, and automate processes. Increased use has been observed for the company's DGX Cloud AI infrastructure, which enables businesses to train and implement AI models at scale. Nvidia is now the go-to option for businesses creating AI applications thanks to the growth of CUDA software and AI frameworks. The use of AI is predicted to increase in 2025 and beyond, making Nvidia's software and cloud-based AI solutions a major source of income. Additionally, Nvidia continues to benefit from the generative AI revolution. Large language model training and inference, recommendation engines, and generative AI applications are the focus of the company's Hopper 200 and future Blackwell GPUs. Nvidia's supremacy in AI-driven computing is expected to be further cemented with the release of the Blackwell Ultra GPUs later in 2025, which are anticipated to provide up to 25 times the token throughput for AI inference when compared to Hopper 100. Furthermore, the use of AI is expanding outside of cloud hyperscalers, as more and more sectors, including robotics, healthcare, and automotive, invest in AI-powered solutions. Nvidia will continue to expand beyond its typical clientele thanks to this diversification. However, considering the continuous geopolitical tensions between China and Taiwan, Nvidia's reliance on Taiwan's semiconductor manufacturing company for GPU manufacture poses serious supply chain vulnerabilities. Further export limitations on cutting-edge AI processors could also hamper Nvidia's ability to sell high-end GPUs in important markets like China, which could hurt revenue growth given the escalating friction between the US and China. AMD's MI300 AI accelerators and Intel's Gaudi AI chips are also becoming more popular, increasing competition and providing businesses wishing to diversify away from Nvidia's expensive GPUs with more affordable options. The consensus estimate for Intel's 2025 revenue suggests a 4.3% year-over-year drop. However, the EPS estimate shows a 323.1% increase. Over the last 60 days, there has been an average downward trend in the EPS estimates. Nvidia's 2025 sales are expected to climb by 51.4% year-over-year, according to the consensus estimate, while EPS is expected to increase by 42.1%. Over the last 60 days, the EPS estimates have been moving southward. Over the past year, Intel has declined 31.1% against the industry's growth of 17.6%. Over the same time frame, Nvidia has increased by 21.8%. From a valuation perspective, Intel appears more appealing than Nvidia. According to the price-sales ratio, Nvidia's shares are currently trading at 16.17, while Intel's shares are currently trading at 1.78 ahead sales. Both businesses anticipate higher profits in 2025. In contrast to Nvidia, Intel anticipates a drop in income. While Intel has been dealing with a rough road and a downward slope, Nvidia has demonstrated a sharp increase in revenue and EPS over the years. Although Nvidia is somewhat pricey in terms of valuation criteria, it is in a better position than Intel. Long-term earnings growth projections of 10.5%, with a solid long-term profit growth expectation of 28.2%. As a result, Nvidia currently appears to be a stronger investment choice. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.